9, 8.
You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to What's in the Box. As you can tell, I'm not Jen. What's in the box? So Jen is currently helping her son and his roommate / partner move currently for college. So I'm filling in for her today. And we got some goodies. We got some all kinds of goodies. She set me up with a really good board. Sorry, I'm running on pure caffeine. So it's going to be a bunch of $2 books. So if you guys are ready, give me just a sec. Here we go. Cool. Okay. Start with these because I don't know if I'm allowed to touch these. Okay. Starting off with a giant pile of random stuff from DC. Starting off with Steel number 1 for $2 tonight. Okay. Next is going to be Superman number 96. Holding it on itself. Yeah, I saw Garrett Gunn posted today that he was on a what was it? He was in a Dutch Bros drive-through, and I commented on his post. I was like, I can't make Rebels like they do at home. I can't do it, even though all they use is just Red Bull. And that's it. They just use Red Bull and flavorings, and that's why it's called Rebel. And I had half a Red Bull that I had left over yesterday, and then I had a whole Red Bull when I was getting ready for work today. And my brain is just firing on all cylinders. I got a Snapple, and I'm still just wired. I don't think it helped that I didn't have my muffin that I was going to have today, but it's fine. We're just going to have fast forward speech tonight. Okay. Oh, we have another Steel number 1. Next up we have Superman in Action Comics number 702. Put that Steel back there. You guys are wanting the Steel. We have now 2 copies. One of them is bagged, one of them is not. It's $2 regardless. It doesn't matter. Next up, we have Adventures of Superman, number 566. I'm trying to hold these up, but a lot of these aren't bagged, so I'm trying to not fold them over on themselves. I'm scared of breaking the boots. Next up, we have Adventures of Superman, number 569. So I have a whole history with energy drinks. So I wasn't allowed to have energy drinks at all when I was a kid. So I wasn't allowed to have anything but Coke as like caffeine, but that wasn't high enough caffeine for it to affect me from what I'm aware of. I don't know. I had bad parents. So I was about 12. And there was a gas station on the corner, and I could walk to it. It wasn't that far. It was like a 10-minute drive. Like it wasn't that far. Turns out it was. And that's when I started walking to gas stations to secretly buy Monsters. I bought my first Monster when I was 12. I secretly ate it I drank it and I ate a sandwich or something in that same gas station. Hello, welcome in. As you can tell, I'm not Jen. I'm filling in for her, but I could be as good as her. I mean, but no. So I snuck a Monster. Yes, Jen is delivering the kids to College Station. Yes, so I'm filling in for her. She's been in College Station, I'm assuming, all day. So I'm here filling in for her, selling all kinds of good books, and also talking about the first time I lied to my parents about having a Monster. They didn't know. My dad had no idea. My mom didn't care. My dad had no idea that I had an energy drink before he even bought one for me. I had bought that Monster by myself. I had saved up a lot of money, and I bought a Monster and a can of Pringles. And that was my routine, like most of summer, that I would save up money from allowance and just buy monsters. I had a scooter. I was in walking distance to this gas station. Nobody stopped me, and my dad didn't know that I had it until I was like 17. Anyways, next up we have Adventures of Superman number 576. Off my monster tangent that I just went on. But that's the downside. I'm now in walking distance to 2 really good gas stations. Hello, welcome in everybody. But no, I'm cursed to be in walking distance to 2 gas stations that have a Red Bull deal right now for 2 for $5.79. It's fine. I don't think my heart can handle it, but we're here now. Next up, we have Adventures of Superman number 501. Next is going to be Superman number 108. And to those who are tuning in, all the books that I'm showing off right now, thank you. Everything that I'm showing off right now in this small pile is going to be $2 a piece. Spit everywhere. All the books are $2 a piece that I'm showing off tonight, with some exceptions, but I'll stick with the ones that have been labeled. So if you guys are interested, they're just $2. If you guys want to rewind and see it, I know that we're live on Twitch, but you can rewind on YouTube, I believe. Middle row. Yes, these 2 middle rows are $2 a piece. The things that the woman who set me up with the show is saying, I'll take her information. These 2 are fine, and then these are from 25% off and are 24% off. Next up, we have The Adventures of Superman number 554. Sorry, instinctually grab it from the bottom, and I don't know why. I'm just so used to bagging and boarding, so I grab it and flip it upside down. Next up, we have Adventures of Superman number 566. There's a really cool, fun fact, there's a cool Voltron ad on the back that's in Japanese, at least in the part that's next to the Voltron. I don't know who cares about ads. I do. I like ads. I like seeing the older ads. I like seeing the older Got Milk ads specifically, which if you guys don't know anything about the reason why that campaign exists, I recommend doing some research. It's really interesting, and it goes along with like World War II history. It's really strange. Next up, we have Superman in Action Comics number 703. Okay, next. Ooh, I think this is from the Millennium War. Is it? It's from the One a Million. I think this is a Millennium. No, it's not. I lied. Different series. We have Superman in Action Comics 1 million. Okay. Next is Superman Adventures of Superman number 501. I will warn, the cover is kind of folded over, so you would have to get it pressed, but it's $2. It's $2. It's a beta reader copy. Are you kidding? Next up, we have Superman number 113. Get off the stack. Number 113 tonight. Gives James Bond vibes, if I'm being honest. Next, we have Superman number 146. Second to last in this pile, we have Superman, the Man of Steel, if I could pick this up, number 22. Fun story. The cover on this actually has a cutout. So what you're seeing is not actually the cover. It is a cutout. That is the page behind it. Fun stories. If you guys like fun covers, at least. I do. I think the cutouts are really fun. Next up, we have The Adventures of Superman, number 560. Okay, next stack. We have me dropping books. We have me dropping books. That's what we have tonight. Looks like a bunch of pile of Spectre. Yes, this whole stack is Spectre. So if you guys are Spectre fans, I hope this is pronounced Spectre. Spectre fans, tune in. All kinds of stuff. Yes. I want to set this down. So because this shop is in Texas, it's warm. I even have a fan pointed at my legs right now, and I'm still very toasty. My hands are getting clammy. So I'm trying to not get you get the books all damp. First up on this stack, we have Spectre number 37. Okay. After that, we have Spectre number 22. Or the Spectre, if you want to be specific. Next, we have Spectre number 21. We have another 22. Oh, wow. I just registered what you said. Wow, that's insane. I'm telling y'all, Jen gives you guys good deals whenever I'm filling in. You guys miss out. You guys are missing out. Okay. We have a bunch of these 21s. Where are they coming from? The ether. That's where they're coming from. So we have 2 copies of that 22, and then we have 2 copies of this 21 right here. Sorry, I'm making weird disaster noises. Anyways, we have more 22s in this stack. Oh my gosh. So many 20. I think this entire... Sorry, there's a bunch of 22s in here just randomly scattered. Next up, we have 2, as of right now, 2 copies of number 24 from Spectre. Like I said, this whole stack is Spectre. This other 38 out of here. Where are you? Give me. Okay. I realize sometimes the things that I say aren't actually meant to stay in my head, but they sound like it. It's a quirk. I'm quirky. Next up, we have Spectre number 38. This 38. It is 38. I am correct. Sometimes. I got my moments. We have 2 copies of that, by the way. I think most of these we have 2 copies of, if I'm going to be honest. Most. Not all. But there are a lot of doubles. Okay. Next up, we have Spectre number 34. Next, we have Spectre number 40. Good. All for $2. I'm telling you, she set you up with a good board. I'm just showing this stuff. We have more 22s. If you guys want 22s, we got a buku of 22. I wasn't meant to be rhyming, but we're here now. Okay. Number 22. I'll just set that on. Okay. Next up, we have Underworld Unleashed, the Spectre number 36. 36? 36. I'm on it. I am on the money tonight. Okay. Next, we have Spectre number 0. Okay. Right? Like, there's so... What collection is this from, anyways? It's not, I'm curious. Okay, next we have Spectre number 25. They did, apparently. There's like 5 copies of 22 in here. It's insane. That's with an exception of what's on the board already. I think I have like 2 more in here. I have 4 alone at the bottom of this stack. I have 5. Still 6. I have 6 right now in my hands. There are 8, I think. 9, 8. There's 8 up here. We have 8 in this stack. They really like 22. Whatever goes on in 22, they really liked it. And then we have 2 copies of 0 as well, wherever that went. Set that down with 22. Next up, we have 28. If I see the Spectre number 22 again organically at work, I think I'm going to lose it, honestly. 28. This is 28. Another 22. I don't know if I think I already showed off 38. I did do that. Well, we have 3 38s now. Congrats. Mm-hmm. There's so many 22s in here. I don't think I've seen this many. I've seen a lot of Spectre, but I don't think I've seen this many of one single number in a very long time. Hello, everybody. As you can tell, I'm not Jen. Jen has been helping her kids move today. Or kid and acquaintance and partner and colleague and associate. So I'm here filling in for her. And she's somewhere in the chat if she's still here. So yeah. Cool. Next up, we have Spectre number 40. And everything that I'm showing off tonight is going to be, almost everything, it's going to be 22, or 20, 22. $2. Not 22, $2. Better number, better price. Shop Menards. Anyways. I'm sorry, I lived in the Midwest for like a lot of my childhood. Yeah, it's a lot of Spectre. Okay. If anybody wants it, it's $10. The giant pile of doubles. Okay. They got a pile of Batman. Okay. Either one, I think that's for I have no social cues, but for me, I think they're the same. I think yeah, because they're both neutral group terms, I guess. Sorry, I keep jumping between our chats. Maybe that's why. Maybe they thought it was gonna like be the hit thing of the whenever that came out. I have no idea. Every single time that I see something Spectre now, that's gonna be burned in my brain. How many we had? First up in this stack, we have Batgirl number 64. Want to at least get through a row before we hit our commercial break. Next up, we have Batman number 115. Legends of the Dark Knight. Yeah. I thought I saw 2 of these. I did. Okay. This is a beaker? No, this is 112. Next up, we have 2 copies of Batman number 112. Next in the stack, we have Robin number 35. He's getting smooched by someone. Is that Batgirl? No, it's getting smooched by someone. Getting all the smooches. Sorry, I've been binging Dimension 20, and I got past the shrimp party. If you know, you know, but I don't know how to explain it properly without making everyone confused of what I intake outside of work. Next up, we have Batgirl number 463. 63. Okay. Next up, we have Batman number 113. Next, we have Batman number 111. JD, why? Ooh, that got me. That took me off guard. Okay. Next up, we have Batman number 518. That just made my night. Next, we have Batman number 114. It's a quality reference right there. No, all I have now is just the Jake Peralta scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine stuck in my head permanently. That's that every single time. Every single time I hear that song, and every single time that I see it written, every single time it just immediately plays the interrogation scene and then cuts it off with that man killed my brother. Every single time. Quality scene right there. Next up, we have Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 22. Okay. Next, we have Batman number 511. Funny enough, that song, our mix actually comes up like maybe once an hour, I think. We have a My Mix because of YouTube. Next, we have, second to last, I should say, we have Batman number 678. Then lastly, we have Catwoman number 4. You ain't wrong. We need to play that more at the shop. I feel like we don't play it enough. We can't play it too much because I feel like people will kill us. But we need to play it more. If I'm being honest. I mean, currently on the TV, I'm playing Muppets. I was playing Muppets Treasure Island, but it's fine. I almost played the entire soundtrack to Muppets Treasure Island because Cabin Fever is a banger. Anyways, next up, we have Apocalypse number 1. I thought I was going to pronounce that wrong, but it's phonetical. Okay, next we have I can't read that. Top 10 something something Brad the Street Sig number 4. I'm so confused. Am I missing something? Am I missing a reference? I got the reference. It's fine. It's not fine. That is like one of my favorite songs. Did you guys know that Vanilla Ice had a remodeling show back in the 2010s? Because I did. I watched it with my mom. One of the houses had an alligator in it. I'm not kidding. They made a moat for an alligator inside that house, I think. They did also find an alligator. I'll take it. But no, Vanilla Ice had a house flipping repair show. He actually owns a construction company in Florida, and I feel like nobody knows that. And I didn't know until I watched that show. And he still does. He does house remodelings in Miami, I think. Okay, next up we have Blood of the Demon number 4. Sorry, I was trying to get my bearings back after blowing my own mind from a fact that I already knew. She's smooching a demon. Bunch of smooches today. It's gonna be next. Next up we have Giant Killer A to Z. I don't know if this was a number or anything. Nope. It's from August 1999, I guess. I'm older than that, like most of us, if I'm being honest. Next up, we have the Power Company number 3. Doom Patrol number 12. I've heard great things about this show. I haven't read it and I haven't watched the show, but I've heard great things. Mostly because I'm biased with Josh Hutcherson. Next, we have I forgot that he's in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie for a second. It's fine. Next up, we have Orion number 13. Huh. That's the wrong stick. Huh? That's so fun. We love that. We love this community. My dad, not the same thing, but my dad actually used to do childhood theater with Lee Unkrich. If you don't know the name, he was a co-director to Finding Nemo. So fun. That's fun. I don't have a personal fun fact. I gave Dirk Manning a hug once. That's my credit. I made the newspaper when I was a kid. I'm not an exciting person, let's be honest. I'm exciting looking. I'm not that exciting as a person. Vague yelling in the store just now. Next up, we have Outsiders number 0. Next up, we have All Access number 1. Next up, we have Warrior number 0, or Guy Gardner, specifically Warrior number 0. Next up, we have Underworld Unleashed number 1. I will warn the back of this, hacking crinkle. Very folded. But it's number 0. It's $2. So Jen is somewhere in the chat. So just holding this. So Jen had to help her kids move to College Station for college today. And she didn't know that if she would be back in time to cover the show. So I'm filling in for her. But yes, that is why I'm here. Hi, I'm Liam. I'm one of the associates in the store. I'll just put this stack back up actually. I need to introduce myself. So hi, I'm Liam, and I am one of our sales associates for the store. You normally hear my voice or see my face in our front counter, or you hear counter. So I'm filling in for her. I fill in for her every once in a while. But you know, let me finish out the stack real quick. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Next, we have Young Justice number 13. Okay, we have number 1 for that. Underworld. Give me just 1 second. We'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm actually live right now, and my mic is up. Sorry about that. I don't think so. Looks like this is a mostly DC. This looks like it's exclusively DC. I do apologize. There we go. Okay. Next, we have 2 copies of The Final Night, Lights Out. Don't actually know what this book is, but here we go. We have 2 copies of that, if you guys are interested. Another access number 1. And then World's Finest, Book 8, Year 8. Catwoman on the cover. That's Jen. That's the woman who normally would have her face on this camera right now, but she's at her house, and I'm here, and I'm killing it. I hope. Next, we have 2 copies of Extreme Justice number 0. Oof. In this stack, we have Manhunter number 10. Okay. Next is going to be Manhunter number 8. Next up is Manhunter number 14. We have another copy of 10. Manhunter number 14. This 10. It's the caffeine, I'm telling you. A bunch of number 7s in here. And some books that are stuck together. There's something sticky on these books. I don't know what it is, but it's bothering me. Well, this sticky book is number 6 of Manhunter. I don't know what that stickiness is, and I'm very scared. I'm gonna put that at the front of the stack, actually. 7. Okay. Another. We have some more. So many. I don't know what's sticky on these books. It's gross. Manhunter number 5. Yeah, I've had to do it. It's kind of gross. I like Zenoscope, but some of the fans scare me. I'll wash my hands after this show. It's nasty. Next, we have Manhunter number 4. Hey, maybe somebody had a thing for Manhunter. I don't know. I don't judge. I mean, I kind of can't. And me. Also, it's Pride Month. That's kind of rude. Look, I have a bisexual button. Look at me. I like Zenoscope for a reason, but not like that. Next up, we have Manhunter number 3. Next, we have Manhunter number 18. The cover is super folded, but it's a beta reader. They're $2. I don't know. Okay. Next, we have Manhunter number 5. Look, to be confused with that, that's a 6. Never mind. I can't do numbers. Oh, and then a random Manhunted Flash. Manhunter killed the Flash. I don't know what to say. Not my fault. My hands are gross now. But I can't leave. Wash my hands after the show. It's fine. But I am. Okay, whatever. I did. I'm not crazy. Yeah, I read the Christmas swimsuit edition in 2022, I think, and that is the only exposure to Zenoscope that I have voluntarily had, because it's a lot, and I don't want to read all that. I have been following them since the beginning. Have not been following them since the beginning, and that shows. Okay. Start with these number 2s. I'll just do this one in numerical order, actually. Okay. Just gonna put this on it. Okay. That works. It's a heavy stick. Okay. First off, we have Sonic. I'm trying to not drop stuff. Sonic Select number 1 or book 1 for 25% off of $20. I can't do math, but it's 25% off. Okay. Next is going to be Sonic Select book 2 for 25% off. It's not with the 25% off. It's base at 15. Okay. Next we have Sonic Select book 3 for $20 base price. Okay. Next, we have Sonic Select Book 4 for $25. Not with the 25% off. You can do the math. Okay. With that book 4 on the board, we are going to call it to a break. We will see you after the commercial break. See you then.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
Welcome back. How was y'all's commercial break? I thought they were pretty good. We're going to get back to Sonic real quick, though. That transition felt weird. Okay, first from the commercial break, we have Sonic Select Book 5 for $20. Not with 25% off, but they are 25% off if you want to do that math. Okay. Last in this stack. In this stack. Sorry. Is Sonic Select Book 6 for 20% off. Not with the 25% off. And yeah, I heard, if you guys didn't see before the commercial break or during the commercial break, Jen mentioned there is a conspiracy-based set of comics. Yeah. I've actually seen them before. I haven't had a chance to flip through them. But I've heard good things. I'm just very niche with what I like from Zenescope and that era. I'm not a huge fan of the art style. The story might be amazing, but there's something too flat. And I don't know. Like that's from the cover. That's what I've judged from the covers. I judge a book by cover, and I shouldn't. But But next up in the Sonic stack, we have Sonic Universe, the Shadow Saga. For $25, not with 25% off. I can't do that math. It's ironic I work retail, but yet I can't do math. Next up, we have Sonic Universe, 30 years later. You know, with men chili dogs that man eats, I don't know how he hasn't died from a heart attack yet, if I'm being honest. He doesn't eat just chili dogs. That is his favorite food, though. Next up is Sonic Universe, Knuckles Returns. For $25, not with 25% off. But they are. There's all kinds of stuff falling on the wall behind me. Next up is not in the office. Next up is Sonic Super Special number 4 for $10, not with 25% off. Ow. My knee just popped, and it made not great knee feelings. Let me get that down a little bit. I'm worried about getting to these Mega Man without prices on it. Hold on. I'll put those in that bag. Okay. I feel scared to touch these Mega Mans. Give me a sec. I feel scared to touch the rest of this bottom row. But you're getting a good deal, so I'll do it. It's fine. Okay. First off with the stack, we have Mega Man number 8 for $4. This is not with 25% off, but I can't do math. Okay. Next up, we have Mega Man number 9 for $3. Not with 20. These are just 25% off. This whole stack that I'm holding in my hand right now is 25% off for $3. Thanks. I try. That took me off guard. Next up, we have Mega Man number 10 for $3, not with 25% off. No, it is super. It is. It's funny. Before I start dying. It's funny though. If it wasn't for my anatomy grade, this was like almost a decade ago, but if it wasn't for my anatomy grade being an F, and I had algebra 2 with trig, and I wasn't supposed to have that class in the first place, and I failed that one too, and I was given nothing but algebra 1 work to do so I could just get the credit. We had credit recovery in my high school. Purely just to get the credit, and so my teacher wouldn't have to see my face again because I was a menace, and that never changed. But he purely gave me exclusively Algebra 1 things. So this stuff down here is I'm not trying to say that they aren't 25% off. I'm saying that the prices on here aren't the ones that I'm reading off are on the 25%. And I can't do that math in my head. But they're 25% off. Everything that I'm showing you right now is 25, including the thing that my sweaty hands on, is 25% off. So that's including the 25% off. So it's $3 and then take 25% off. And this is 11 for Mega Man. Yeah, no, I was given a bunch of Algebra 1 work, so my teacher wouldn't have to see me again, and that is a mutual feeling. I was a terror in this class. Next up, we have Mega Man number 12 for $3. Include the 25% off. So whatever $3 with 25% off is. Okay. Next up, we have Mega Man number 3 plus the 25% off. I don't know what that price would be, though. Okay. Next is Mega Man number 14 for $3. The 25% off. my knee. Next up, we have Mega Man number 15 for $3, with 25% off. I just sounded like a frog there. It's fine. Okay. First up in this stack, this is the last of the Sonics that we have on this board, by the way. That I'm really bad at anything that's not a 10%. Like I said, I almost didn't pass high school because of my math grade. I'm bad at math. I also have 2 disorders. That also makes me bad at math. It's terrible. Every single time I work with JD as our producer, every single time it gives me a good old chuckle. Thanks. Just shout out to everybody who works at the experience, everybody who works behind the scenes and deals with the chaos that is this network every day. Thank you. You guys make it happen. And also, I try to drop in 3 minutes before the show time, and that doesn't happen, so I have to panic and message JD, and then message Jen, and then panic more. So thank you. I don't try to drop in late, but we're here. So first off in this stack is me popping my knee and it being very painful. Is Sonic number 228 for the Sonic Genesis tie-in for $3. So then 225. 225 would be 25% off. Thanks. I try. It's weird because after I stopped doing Minute to Skim It, I kind of lost my comprehension on how to do on-camera stuff. But I do TikToks too, so that helps. When you talk at nothing in an empty void for most of your TikTok career, it helps. Next up, we have Sonic the Hedgehog number 237. It's $3 normally, $225 with that 25% off. Okay, next up we have Sonic Universe number 42 for $5 plus that 25% off. Okay, next we have Sonic Universe number 40 for $3. So then $225 with that 25% off. And then lastly, in this stack, we have Sonic Universe number 32 for $3 normally, $225 for this show. Maybe that'll change. Okay. Cool. Then back to the stack that I started with initially before I got to Sonic. You couldn't even see the Sonic that entire time. It's fine. Next up, we have 2 copies of Artemis Requiem, number 1 for $2. That's not with the 25%. Almost dropped the books. That's just $2 flat. That's what this little sticky thing right here is saying is $2. Next up, we have Artemis Requiem, number 2 for $2. Okay. Next, we have 2 copies of Artemis Requiem, number 3 for $2. Okay. Lastly, in this stack, we have Artemis Requiem, number 5 for $2. Yeah, so if you guys are late to the show, if you guys are just now joining in, so at the top of the hour, I showed off a bunch of really cool Superman, a bunch of really cool Spectre. The Spectre has literally, I'm not even kidding, 8 22s. So if you really like Spectre 22, get it. The whole stack is $10. It's a pretty dense stack too, honestly. Like that's the stack. It's $10. And then this is the Superman stack for $10. You're getting a good amount of Superman, and it's not even that important either. And we got 8 minutes left. 9, something like that. Math. Anyways. Dings. Okay. Next up we have Starman number 9 for $2. Ooh, I want that too. Next up we have Starman number 17 for $2. Every time I back up, my knee pops and I feel the pressure release under my knee, and then the pressure builds up again because it fills the bubble under my knee. Anyways, next up we have Starman number 28. Next is Starman number 5. Man's getting stabbed in the head with a spear. Next up, we have Starman number 19. $2. This whole stack is just $2. And lastly, we have Starman number 10 for $2. Hey, you guys are missing out on that 8 number 22s. Give them out at something. Church. I don't recommend giving out Spectre at church, but you could give it to the kids. Don't do that. Well, I'm going to be honest. If it's not comic related, don't do anything I say. For legal reasons and ethical reasons, I am filled with unethical recommendations. Basically, don't take tips from me unless it's books. Just for your own safety. Anyways. Next, we have Sovereign 7, number 1. For $2. This is a really foily cover. $2. The back is metallic too. Just rule of thumb. If I tell you a tip that is slightly unethical, it's probably unethical. Don't touch it. Don't touch whatever facts I give. Some facts are fun. My life tips are not ethical. Anyways, we have Challengers of the Unknown, number 2. Next up, we have number 2. And then lastly, in this stack, we have 2 copies of Challengers of the Unknown for $2. I had hiccups before the show, and now they're back. It's fine. I'm alive, kind of. Okay. First up in this stack, we have JLA with combination of Tangent Comics number 1. It is Red Bull's Revenge. Well, it's like I had a Red Bull this morning. I've been sipping on this. And I've also had water. But the problem is that if I intake too much sugar, it gives me really, really bad hiccups. And so I've had nothing but sugar today. So my diaphragm is screaming. Next up, Jalen. Yeah. Next up, we have Nightwing, number 1. Hi, everybody. I'm not Jen, as you can tell. Unless she time traveled and then got short hair. And stay ginger. Next up, we have the Joker's Wild, number 1. Then lastly in the stack, we have Star Trek Next Generation, number 75. For $2. $2 each. I'm gonna do it. 2 smackaroos. It's dumb, but every time that I do my show, every single time that I host the show, I say smackaroos, and I don't know why. I don't know where it started. Is that good or bad? Don't know. Okay. I'm going to just do this in actual order. Okay. First up in this stack, if I can get it detached, is a New Gods number 1. Okay. Next up, we have New Gods number 2. $2. $2. Okay. In the last 3 minutes of the show, we have New Gods number 8 for $2. And lastly, for this stack, we have New Gods number 9. And with the 3 minutes that we have on the board, I only have 3 books left. 2 of them are the same book. Super foily, if you couldn't tell. I could go tanning with this book. Okay. Oh. First up, we have Hawkman number 1. We have 2 copies of this number 1. If you guys are interested. Then lastly, we have Hawkman number 3 for $2. That's fine. I don't mind. I just enjoy the company. And that is it for my board tonight, actually. I don't have anything else. So, yeah. If you guys are interested in anything that was on the board tonight, of course. Thank you for coming in. We always appreciate it. I just appreciate people just stopping in at all, actually. Usually when Jen is out and I am here filling in for her, usually people just don't stop in and just chat. But I enjoy the company. I enjoy the chats. But yeah, since that is my board, if you guys are interested in anything that was shown tonight, we had honestly some pretty good stuff in here. We had an entire stack of Superman for $10, an entire stack of Spectre with 8 number 22s for $10. So if you know anybody who wants 8 22s of Spectre, we got you. We got you set up. We got 1 minute left. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in anything on the board tonight, shoot Jen a message. But otherwise, I think that's my time. So yeah, good to see you guys. Good chat. Good to have references. If you guys didn't know, Vanilla Ice is a contractor in Miami. Hire him. I don't know what his real name is, but hire Vanilla Ice to do your next housing project.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.